amazing artist, and welcome to a brand new project. This project is called Mouse Paint Palettes, and the first step of this project is to actually mix the paint colors for our paint palettes. So far we've learned a lot about the color wheel and the colors on the color wheel. We learned that we have 3 primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. We've also learned that you can mix some primary colors like red and yellow to make a secondary color, and red and yellow make orange. Yeah, and orange is a secondary color. So we also have 3 secondary colors: orange, purple, and green. Also, just as a cool fact, purple has another name. Do you know the other name for purple? It's actually violet. So you can use the name violet or purple, whichever you want. So when you get to your desk today, you're going to have a messy mat, of course, because we're going to be painting and we don't want to get paint all over our tables. You're also going to get a piece of paper like this, and this has 6 squares on it, and inside of each square has the color that you are going to paint inside of this square. Okay, so we're going to get to practice painting using our 3 primary colors and our 3 secondary colors. We're going to get to experiment mixing those primary colors to make our secondary colors, and I am super excited. You're also going to have a paper plate, and Miss M is going to come and squirt the 3 primary colors onto your paper plate. I don't need to give you the secondary colors because we are going to make them ourselves using our 3 primary colors. You're also going to have a paintbrush at your desk because we're going to be painting, of course. So before we get started, the first thing that we have to do, of course, is write our name. So we're going to flip our paper over and write our name on the back. After you've written your name, you're going to flip it back over to the side that has all of our squares on it. I almost forgot to mention that you're going to have something else at your desk as well that you may have never seen before. This is how we're going to clean our paintbrush in between getting a new color. Because if we paint this square red and then we go down to yellow, well, red is going to be on our paintbrush, and when we try to paint the yellow, it's going to turn it orange, and we don't want that. We want this square that says yellow to just be yellow. So to avoid our paint from mixing where we don't want it to mix, we are going to use this little tin that has dirty old SpongeBob in there. That's his nickname. He's very dirty with paint. Please do not touch him, and please do not take him out of this silver tin. You're also going to get a little cup of water. This is just regular water, and to open it up, there's a little tab on the side here. You just press up with your thumb very carefully because we don't want to spill water everywhere. And then once we open it, we're going to put it right back in the tin. At no point should this water cup be out on your desk, because what happens if it falls off? Then we're going to have a big old mess. Okay, so just keep your water in the tin, because if he does spill, at least it's going to spill inside of here and not all over our table. Okay, last but not least, make sure that this does not get anywhere near the edge of your desk. Okay, we need to be very mindful and think about where our art materials are, because if this gets too close to the edge of our desk, or this gets too close to the edge of our desk, we are going to have a big mess on our hands and we won't be able to finish our painting today. So let's try our best. Be super duper careful and mindful of your art materials. With all of that being said, let's go ahead and get started painting. So I'm just going to start up here in my red square, and we don't have to paint the entire square, but for red, of course, I'm just going to grab my red paint. And we don't have to mix anything in the red. We're just going to paint this square using red. So I'm just getting a little bit at a time, and I'm going to try my best to stay inside of that square. And now my red is done. Now we can go over to orange. Does anyone remember which 2 primary colors can you mix together to make orange? If you said red and yellow, then you can give yourself a pat on the back because that is correct. Now, I already have red on my paintbrush, so I can go ahead and put that red down. Okay, so I'm just going to put some red down. And then I need to get a new color. And every time I get a new color, that means I need to come over to my water cup and my sponge. And I'm first gonna draw an X in the water cup, dragging it across the bottom, being very careful not to spill or splash the water. So I'm just drawing an X gently, and then I'm gonna draw an X on dirty old SpongeBob. And as you can see, my paintbrush is nice and clean. Her hair looks beautiful. Okay, so now my red is down, and to make orange, I need to mix red and yellow. So I'm gonna grab some of my yellow paint over here, and I'm gonna start mixing it into my red, just like that. So I'm just grabbing some yellow and mixing it into my red until I get a nice, beautiful orange color. Alright, there's my beautiful orange color. And I needed to add a lot of yellow actually to get that orange to stand out a little bit more, because it just wanted to stay red. So you might have to add a little bit extra yellow in there to help your orange out a little bit. And as you can see, as I was mixing in my yellow here, I got some red. So if that happens, or you run out of yellow, you just need to raise your hand and be patient, and Miss M can come and bring you some clean yellow. But remember, there's only one Miss M, and there's a lot of you guys that I have to help. So if you see me helping somebody else, then maybe you can go to a different color that doesn't use yellow, or just be patient and I will come to you as soon as I possibly can. Alright, my paintbrush is dirty with orange now, so I need to clean her off. And I'm going to draw an X in the bottom of my water cup, just like that. And then draw an X on SpongeBob, being very gentle. Remember, our paintbrush is like a ballerina. She likes to stand on her tippy toes. That means our paintbrush should always be nice and neat up at the top, at kind of like a point like tippy toes would be. And as you're painting, she just glides across the paper gracefully. At no point should she be getting squished down or ruined, because look what happens if you squish her down. Aw man, her hair gets all messed up and you just broke her little toes. Okay, so don't do that. She's a ballerina. She stands on her tippy toes, so she needs to be nice and neat like that, and her hair should be sticking straight up. All right, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do my yellow, since I just put some out for me. And with yellow, you don't have to mix anything. Just use your yellow. And we're just going to paint this square. And you might be able to see I got a little bit of red or orange into my yellow, and I'm not too worried about it. As long as it's basically pretty much all the way yellow, that's fine if a little bit of different color mixes in. And same goes for our other colors. So there's my yellow. Now I'm gonna wash my paintbrush because she's all dirty. I'm drawing an X on the bottom of my water cup, and I'm gonna draw an X on dirty old SpongeBob. I think I'm going to do my last primary color down here, which is blue. So I'm just going to take my blue from my plate over here, my paint palette, and I'm going to paint it blue. Alright, I got my blue done. Now I am going to mix my purple, because that's a secondary color. I need two primary colors to make purple. Do you remember which two primary colors I need to make purple? Ooh, if you said blue and red, then you can give yourself a pat on the back. Good job, my friend. You need blue and red to make purples. And since I already have blue on my paintbrush, I don't need to clean them off, because I'm just going to grab some more blue, because I need that color to make purple. I'm just going to put some blue down, and then I'm going to wash my paintbrush, because now I need red. Okay, anytime you change your color, you need to wash your paintbrush off. Draw an X in the water, Draw an X on dirty old SpongeBob. Now we can grab some red and mix it into that blue to make purple. And it looks like I'm running out of red here, so remember, if you run out of colors, just wait patiently and Miss M will bring it to you, okay? Please don't get out of your desk. Just stay at your desk and raise your hand patiently, and I will come help you. But please don't interrupt if I'm trying to help somebody else, because that can be kind of rude. So just wait your turn and stay in your desk, and I will come help you as soon as I can. All right, there's my purple. It's very dark purple, but you can tell that it is purple. And remember, another name for purple is what? Violet. Looks like I only have one more to go, and that is green. Can anyone tell me, how do I make green? What two primary colors do I need to make green? Blue and yellow. Good job. So as you can see, I am washing my paintbrush because I need to get a new color. And I'm going to grab yellow first because I need yellow and blue to make green. So I'm just grabbing some yellow. I'm going to put that down first. It's okay if it's a little bit dirty. Totally fine, because once you add your blue in there, it is going to automatically turn it to a beautiful green color. All right, and there are all 6 of my colors filled. My 3 primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, and my 3 secondary colors, orange, purple, and green. After you fill in all those colors and you practice mixing your secondary colors, then you will be done for this week. And this painting just needs to go out in the hallway. Make sure it stays on your messy mat and use both hands to carry it out into the hallway, my friends. And do not go out into the hallway unless you told Miss M where you're going, okay? I've had some people in the past just get up and leave and go out into the hallway to put their paintings down, and I had no idea, and it kind of scared me a little bit, to be honest with you. So just make sure you let Miss M know that you're gonna go put this up in the hallway, okay? There will also be a bucket for you to put your paintbrush in, and you can just throw your paper plate away. And there will also be a bucket for you to put this in. But make sure whenever you're cleaning up that you put the lid nice and tight back onto your water cup so that it doesn't spill all over inside of the bucket. Okay, so make sure that lid's on nice and tight, and that'll go up into the dirty SpongeBob and water cup bucket, and you'll be ready to go. I hope you guys have a lot of fun mixing your colors and painting your squares. I cannot wait to see how your color mixing paintings turn out. I know they're going to be amazing because you guys are amazing. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.